Hello, my darlings. Welcome back. Hi, hello. I am Emily, the Lupine Witch, and we are here for another weekly episode of Wisdom Wednesdays, where I do a middle of the week check-in, pull some cards, see what's going on in the collective. I know middle of the week, for some people, it can feel like you're dragging, you're tired, maybe you're a little stressed out. This energy right now is still very intense. We are still in eclipse season until April 8th. How do y'all feel about the solar eclipse? Let me know. Are you feeling the energies? I have been feeling the energies, that's for sure. It's been interesting. We are also in Mercury retrograde, so maybe some of y'all have noticed. Maybe your car's been acting up, your phone's been acting up, maybe there's been situations at work going on, money issues, home issues, maybe your exes are popping back up. Don't talk to them, don't talk to your exes, leave them be. They are exes for a reason. Maybe some family issues, okay? So with all that said, there's a lot of wonky, crazy, freaky energy going on out there. And so I'm just going to pull some cards, provide some guidance for those of you who are here. If you have found your way here, I am grateful. You're in the right place. We're just going to see what's going on. I'm going to take a quick sip of my coffee here. Look at my coffee mug. Look at that. Y'all know, if you have followed me here from other platforms, I am a coffee fiend. It says, feed me and tell me I'm pretty, with a cute little Kiki on it. I am a cat person, by the way. I love all animals, but I have 2 Kiki poofs at home, so I'm definitely a cat person. I don't know what I'd do without them, to be honest. They make life so much more interesting. Let's make sure my coffee mug stays right there, doesn't fall over. So with that said, I'm going to pull some cards here. We're going to see what's going on. Divine Spirits, what do you need to say about this energy? Middle of the week check-in. What do y'all got to say? Be chatty with us today. Please be chatty with us today. What are my good people, my good followers, my beautiful souls here? What do they need to hear today? What do you want to say to us? Ah, okay. Balancing light and dark. Oh, interesting. We had one that popped out. Foundation. Put those back. I tend to do 1 or 2 at a time, not 5, 6, 7 at a time. That's just how my deck works. Oh, interesting. I had one that flipped while I was shuffling. Ace of Air, New Thoughts. Lines up with this energy. Okay, is there anything else, Great Spirit, that you need to say here before I start breaking this read down? Oh, we have intuition, baby. Okay, we're going to start right there. So first off, going to give you kind of the lineup here. All right, this is what we got to start off with. Very first thing that I see here, working in that black and white, there's balance coming. Okay, I feel like maybe some of y'all, you might be doing some shadow work at this time. You've got some triggers coming up, which if that has been you, it's okay. It's okay. You're gonna be fine. All right, you are bringing back soul fragments back home to yourself. You are doing that nitty gritty, painful, chaotic work. I see you. I send you some extra love, right? So if you've been dealing with triggers coming up, whatever those triggers are, it could be numerous triggers, right? You've been in some pain. You've been angry. I feel like some of y'all been angry. Picking up that anger there, and you know why you're angry, but you don't know why you're angry. You're angry at everything. Okay, that's normal. I want y'all to know that's normal. Okay, and if you're struggling, I do offer distance Reiki sessions. Okay, if you're really struggling with these triggers, the ascension symptoms, all the stuff coming up with this work you're doing, I offer Reiki sessions that will help you on your journey. Okay, so there's definitely some balancing of the dark and the light aspects, right? And I know that a lot of people in society, oh, dark is bad, it's evil. It's not. Okay, we all have dark and light aspects within us. And by integrating your darkness, shining a light on your darkness and loving it, you are allowing yourself to become whole. And that's what's happening here, okay? You're building a new foundation from this, okay? This is a lot of like mental work. Okay, this is an air card. So you're doing a lot of internal mental work with this. You're reevaluating things you're observing, but this is building a new foundation in your material. Now, some of you may also have had, I'm seeing like possibly a promotion here for you guys. Maybe some of you have children as well. There is something coming up here about children, like you're teaching children or guiding children about how to run a home and how money works, things of that nature, okay? This is a very masculine figure. And as you can see here, there's like fruition, okay? There's fruition here. And even though you do kind of notice there are like chains around him, I'm seeing more of the chains, not so much as like he's like a slave to something or bound to something, but this is like I'm hearing this is where I've chosen to plant myself, like protecting. There's protective energy with this, okay? So there's fruition coming here. There's a new foundation. New thoughts are coming up. Once again, connected to that shadow work, balancing the dark and the light. There are thoughts coming up here, okay? This is an air card as well. New ways of thinking, new ways of observing things are taking place at this time, which once again, all of this aligns with the energy, okay? Mercury retrograde, the eclipse, it's a death and rebirth process. So you're going to have old things going out and new things coming in for your highest self, okay? And that's confirmed here. Now, the other thing I do, message I got with this, some of you could be starting like a business or thinking about starting a business, like a new project of some kind, okay? Really observe this, like mull it over, okay? There's no need to rush into this if this is like really, really new for you. We are in Mercury retrograde, okay? So be kind of mindful of that. But like really follow your heart. If there's something that you've had your heart set on, start taking those steps. That's what I'm hearing. Start taking those steps for that project. Now we have the intuition card upright. A lot of you are really tapping into your intuition at this time. You're following forward that new way of thinking, that new way of being, the foundation, all right? And just bringing that dark and that light together. There's this beautiful intuition coming forward. Some of you may have recently been activated on this, all right? And I actually noticed yesterday, which like I have mentioned you guys, I am a light worker, I am a shadow worker, I am a psychic medium. I have been a psychic medium since I was a child, so I see spirits, I talk to spirits, I that's how I'm able to do this work, right? That's why I started my business, is to use my gifts to help other beings, beautiful souls like yourselves that are here seeing this, okay? But I've even noticed my intuition has been sky high, higher than it has ever been. And it was really interesting, kind of a quick little story connected to this card. My dad got a call late last night, and right away I started to get very anxious. And I was picking up on his emotions, and I heard him thinking that, you know, possibly there was like a death in the family, and I was very nervous about it. And so, you know, he didn't say anything to me last night after he got a phone. Everything was fine, by the way, nothing happened. It was just his brother calling him. They're planning a trip together. But anyway, later today, when I got up today, we were watching a show, and it came up about like a death in the family was in this show. And he's like, oh, when I got that call last night, I thought they were calling to tell me, you know, about grandma, that she had died. You know, his mom is older. And I was like, oh, that's really wild. Like, because my window is open, by the way. That's why I looked out the door, or out the window, I mean. I was like, oh, I totally, like, I felt that. I got really scared that the call was about grandma and that she had passed. And so it was just interesting that he brought it up and how like instant it was for me. Oh, the resonance of that snap, yo, there was power in that snap, man. Just like how he mentioned it, and how like as I said, I've always been sensitive, but to have it be so instant for me, and him confirm that today. And when I told him that, like my dad, he is aware that I am a psychic medium. He is aware of my abilities. He's seen me do things and talk to things and all that, right? So it's not freaky for him. But he kind of got this look on his face like, oh, okay. So, I mean, the reason I'm telling this story is that some of y'all may have been noticing that, okay? Your intuition is very on point. This energy is very potent. That's what I'm hearing right now. Three of Fire reversed. Y'all need to be very careful of the steps you're taking at this time. Why are you taking them? Queen of Air reversed. I'm hearing make sure your head and your heart are in alignment. Don't close yourself off. Don't close yourself off. Some of you could be dealing with conflict around you at this time. Ten of Air upright. Remaining in a state of love. Be love. Be love to all things, okay? And then we have the Journey card reversed, which is interesting that we've got two. I pulled 4 on the first side, 4 on the second side, okay? We have 2 major arcana cards, Intuition and the Journey reversed. Some of y'all are observing your past, and you're seeing that maybe you've been giving too much of your past too much power over you, maybe even being in a victim state, and you guys are starting to come out of this victim state, okay? Being in this state of love, coming out of the victim state, all right? I'm going to pull some oracle cards here. There's a good balance of dark and light in this read, which I am appreciating. Going to flip my deck over, that way none of the cards are upside down, because then I can't read them upside down, right? First card, oh, the dragons. Dragons are here very heavily. I think I'm going to do a dragon read on my Patreon. Patreon link will be down below if you would like to see that, okay? We're going to expand on the dragon. Discover your courage. Courage is coming up here heavy, man. Dragons have been here. It was actually very windy here yesterday, and I was hearing the dragons roaring in the sky, and that was very interesting, and it brought me a lot of peace. Like, they were helping to clear any of this weird, dense energy that's been going on, okay? Opportunity knocks, go for it. Literally just came up in the tarot portion, right? If you've got some new project or you're expanding something, go for it, man. Embrace this opportunity, okay? What else do we have here? We have, oh, the owl. Follow your intuition. Intuition, guys. Literally, what did we just have? We had the intuition card. Now we have the owl, the goddess appearing. Trust and follow in your intuition at this time. It's going to serve you greatly. Okay, it's going to serve you, I promise. Archangel Raphael, provider of healing for mind, body, and spirit. Some of y'all may be sick at this time, okay? Or maybe you feel like you're getting sick. Listen to your body, okay? And I know some of you like, oh, I don't want to call out of work. I got to make that money. Don't chase, attract, okay? If you are getting sick at this time or you are feeling tired and exhausted and you need to take a day or two down, do it. When you show up for yourself, the universe, the God, goddess, the divine, whatever term you want to use there for it, okay? I like to call it the divine all, provides for you. It shows up for you, okay? But you have to show up for you. And Archangel Raphael is saying that. If you are needing time, call on Archangel Raphael to assist you, to take the steps you need to honor yourself, okay? Resilience, rise above tribulations. Yes, some of y'all are going through some stuff right now, man. I feel it. There's heaviness, okay? You're going to rise above this. Choose yourself, love yourself, do what you need to do, even if you're scared. Even if you're scared, okay? Fear is the mind killer, right? That quote from Dune, fear is the mind killer. I will not allow my fear to control me, right? Knowledge, seek knowledge. Some of y'all, you're being called to expand your consciousness at this time. Some of you also may be very active in your sleep state, seeing your past lives. Okay, past life is coming through very heavily. And I say that because I'm looking at like these images here, okay? It looks to me like past lives. All of these little images, you may be running across information, like you read something or you watch a movie and suddenly like you get the goosebumps and you get very emotional, right? Connections to past lives. If you're being called to like a certain era, like, you know, the Renaissance or medieval or the Stone Age, whatever it is, if you're being called to certain periods of time or certain landmarks, like, oh, I've got this call to Egypt, I want to research about Egypt, do it, okay? There's a reason you're being called to that. We have the dolphin. Don't worry, be happy. If you've been feeling really down, this is for you. Don't worry, be happy. What's that song? Don't worry about a thing, right? Every little thing's gonna be all right. It is gonna be all right, okay? You have originality. Blaze your own trail. If you're seeing this, you are a light worker. You are a trailblazer. You are here to create your own path. It doesn't have to look like anybody else's. And trust me, when I started my business and I started blazing my own trail, I had a lot of people, sorry, I have a fuzzy in my face. I had a lot of people that they did not support that, right? Oh, you need to work like everybody else and you need to do everything like everybody else and you need to follow like everybody else. And I was like, no, that is not for me. That is not for me. I became the trailblazer for new generations. And I have activated certain codes, certain DNA in my body that is going to be given to my children. Like, I have blazed this trail for future generations that will be born from me and that my children will pass on, okay? You're doing the exact same thing, whether you have, maybe you already have children, okay? Even if you have children, being the trailblazer, they're going to see that. Okay, and they're gonna be like, oh, mom, dad, like they did their own thing and they were so successful and they were great. And if you don't have children, right, your spirit babies, they're communicating with you, especially women, okay? On my Patreon, I do have a tier specifically for women, connecting with spirit babies, womb healing, blood magic, all of that, okay? That's the place for you to be if you're working on your womb, if you want to really step into being an awakened divine feminine, an awakened woman on this path, okay? So if you do not have children yet, your spirit children, they are already watching you, okay? You're going to pass down such great goodness to them, okay? Now, I am going to pull from my Lemurian deck here. We're going to see what the Lemurians need to say real quick to finish off this reading. First card we have, I will show you the artwork and I will read the back of it. Balanced forces. The Lemurian people are said to have been androgynous, a perfect balance of what became masculine and feminine energy as it densified in physical form. This card invites you to look at masculine and feminine energy from a more balanced perspective. What needs to happen to form a more holistic and equalized foundation? For more masculine drive and focus, concentrate on goals, desires, and ambitions. If you want to engage more feminine energy for receptivity, trust, flow, and surrender, consider all the things you are already grateful for. Feel the warmth, gratitude, and comfort of knowing everything is divinely perfect just the way it is, right? And that did come up in the read, right? That balancing of the dark and light, masculine and feminine here, okay? What else do we need to say from the Lemurians? We've got this card here. Surrender. Trusting that we can achieve more by loosening control can take great courage. Sometimes the most constructive way forward is to stop forcing things into being. Rather than allowing, inviting, and drawing a project into being, the energy here is of frustration, as if you are pushing something heavy up a mountain and gravity or flow don't seem to be on your side. Use this awareness as a guide when you start to detour from your path. When control is let go of, so too is resistance. Loosen your hold on the reins and know the universe will catch you. Trust. Let the great mysteries reveal themselves. This came up in the tarot read, guys. Trusting, surrendering, letting go, okay? You do not chase, you attract. That is how you align to everything in your life. Chasing repels. Those of you who maybe you're twin flames, okay? You are on the twin flame journey and you're seeing this, right? If you are the chaser, you know that your masculine, the runner, every time you chase, they take off and head for the hills. That's everything in life. Okay, that's everything. Money, clients, health, a new job. If you are just holding on with a death grip and you're not letting go and, oh, it's got to be this way, it's got to happen this way, and your ego is too in control, it's not going to happen. You're going to manifest the opposite. You're going to manifest lack. You're going to manifest sickness. You're going to manifest, not having enough. And you're going to be stuck in a place of fear. Okay? Let go. Surrender. Trust that everything comes to you. Okay? Just like with me having my own business, I can't chase clients. I can't make any of y'all book with me. I can't make you guys follow my Patreon. I can't make you subscribe here. I'm just doing my thing. I'm doing what I love to do. And that's just showing up every day, being my authentic self, knowing my energy and what I'm putting out there is going to find the beautiful, perfect, divine beings that are meant to follow me, meant to work with me, meant to book with me, right? It's all about surrender. Really, having my own business has taught me how to surrender and trust, because once you got to do things for you, right, there is no other choice, okay? This is the next card we have. Solar plexus chakra, radiant illumination. The solar plexus chakra is the radiant center of your being. It holds the vibrant spark that brings your passions to life. Enter this space to step away from playing small, unworthiness, the idea that you are taking up space in insecurity-based competitiveness. Allow yourself to be attuned to the abundant life force that resides at your center and be energized, motivated, and fueled by inspiration. Bring forth more of what you wish to birth into the world. As you discover a deep and real sense of self-empowerment, you can confidently lift others in celebration, harmonizing differences and shifting hierarchical paradigms into collective co-creation. Solar plexus energy, very heavy here. The center, the creation, okay? I know I mentioned earlier in the video, if you guys are feeling called, your energy's out of whack, you're dealing with ascension symptoms, you're purging very heavily, you're in a lot of chaos and pain, a Reiki session will help you greatly, okay? I combine light language in my distance Reiki sessions, and I do send typed reports, okay? I send typed reports to you guys of everything that I did, everything that came up with affirmations and info as well to help you continue to balance your chakras afterwards, okay? So if that calls to you, link for my website will be down below, so you can email me and book a Reiki session with me. Last card that we have here, endless opportunities. It's wonderful to have the freedom to choose. However, sometimes indecision can be almost suffocating. To get into your body and let your gut feeling guide the way. You have options and opportunities you may not have realized. The universe wants to give you what you want. It's all there, so reach out and wholeheartedly choose it. While you sit on the fence, your experiences are diluted or confusing. We live in a time of choices. Sometimes reason and limitation direct our choices, and we feel unfulfilled as a result. Choose life from a place of heart, compassion, and integrity, and you can't go wrong. This literally came up in the tarot read as well, darlings, okay? You always have choices. You don't have to remain in a place that you are unhappy, feeling unworthy, feeling unwanted. If you have a calling within you, whatever that calling is, you want to start a business, you want to start a charity or an organization, you want to share your experiences, what you've gone through, what you are going through, whatever it is, take that path. I promise you, the universe will provide for you, okay? I went from working, and I've only ever had, I call them matrix jobs, okay? Where I had people telling me when to come in, writing out my paychecks, doing all that, okay? I was being controlled. I've only ever had 3 in my entire life, and I was miserable. I was miserable. People were mistreating me. I literally had one after I left one of my second job, my bosses confirmed to a friend of mine, oh yeah, she was totally the scapegoat. Of course, we were mistreating her on purpose because we got a kick out of it. And I was like, of course, right? Of course. But when I finally decided to start my business, I really had to just allow myself to see I have opportunities, that I can't continue to be miserable. I'm worth so much more. I love myself and I deserve to be able to do what I love. And it took time for me to really figure out what is the niche for my business, who are the people I want to reach, right? It took time, but I started my business. I had no money. I had nothing saved. I had nothing. And I just dove right in. I trusted. And at first it was hard. I'm not going to lie to you. When you are doing something brand new, it's hard and it's scary. Okay. But I continued to grow and to work on myself and observe, the lack programs and the limiting beliefs and the self-sabotage. I continued to go within. And the more that I began to trust myself and trust in the divine, my business came to complete fruition. Okay. And I started getting beautiful soul clients coming to me consistently, figuring out what my true gifts were. I'm here to work with twin flames. I'm here to work with people who are on the ascension, the spiritual awakening journey, to help them stand in embodiment, to work with women in healing their womb spaces, channeling and trying to talk. It's a tongue twister. Working with women in healing their womb spaces and to help them tap into being a divine awakened woman on this planet after thousands of years of oppression, right? And so many women need that, right? Especially right now, the world is awakening. The goddess has returned, right? The goddess has returned. And also being able to combine my skills as a witch with my skills as a spiritual being. They're all the same thing to me, magic and witchcraft. It's all one thing. It's all energy. And how people show up, you don't have to be a practicing witch or an occultist to be a manifester, to create your reality. You don't. You have your way, I have mine. I combine all of my gifts to bring it to those of you that resonate with me, that see my work, that want to work with me, that have that calling, right? And maybe you have that same calling. Maybe you want to learn about the things that I have learned about and that I'm sharing. That's great, right? Everyone's got their way. But my point being is that when you first start something new, especially when it's way kind of left field, okay? It's left field from what, oh, you need to do it this way and it should be done that way and you need to think this way and everything is hard and everything is difficult and you're going to struggle forever. I literally grew up being told that. Life is a struggle. Money is hard to make. Everything is difficult. You're never going to be able to work for yourself. You can't make money off your passion. You're crazy. Magic isn't real and manifesting isn't real. And look at where I am. I'm 5 years into my business and here I am providing the wisdom and the knowledge and using my gifts to help those of you on your journey. Okay? To realize how powerful you really are. And that's the end message for this video. You are powerful. If you are feeling very under the weather with this energy, very alone, very lost, okay, and your heart, your soul is aching for more. It's aching for more, for your true grandness, the glory of who you are. This is your confirmation. Do it. Do it. Even in the struggles that you may have, you're going to grow so much, I promise, because I did. looking back at my experiences to where I am now, I don't regret anything. I am so proud of myself for how far I have come to be able to be here with you beautiful people, to do this work and to work with so many beautiful souls all around the world. Guys, I have worked with so many people all around the world. US, in England, in Australia, in Asia. Like, I've had so many people reach out to me who have worked with me, or even just like, oh, I love your videos. You have given me the courage to do XYZ. You have given me the courage to be myself. That's what I'm here for. I love watching and seeing people grow. I love it. That's my passion, and that's why I do this. So, with that said, I hope that this week's Wisdom Wednesday, this is a thing I'm going to start doing every single week, every single Wednesday, just the midweek checkup and giving you some words of encouragement to get you through the rest of your week and to help you come home to yourself. I hope it resonates with you. I hope you enjoy it. Like, comment down below, subscribe if you're new here. If you feel called to a reading with me, link for my website will be down below in the description. If you would like to see more of my extended content that I can't share here on this platform, okay, because it could probably get me into some trouble, okay, go to my Patreon. Link for that will be down below as well, okay? So, I love you guys. If you feel like no one's rooting for you, I am rooting for you. I am the loudest motherfucker in the corner, screaming for you, cheering you on, okay? Remember to eat your fruits and veggies, drink your water, get some sunshine, move your body. It's going to help with those emotions. Energy in motion. Emotions, okay? Move your body. Go out and walk, do some Tai Chi, do some yoga, you know, get on the treadmill and run, whatever you got to do, okay? Move your body. Be with yourself. Be present with yourself. That's the last message I'm getting from the divine all. Be with yourself. Be with yourself. Be with yourself. Be with yourself. Okay? So, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. If you want to book a read, you know where to go. And until next time, peace, darlings.